Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Allie Tarot 108. Thanks so much for tuning in today for another reading. This is a viewer request. I don't know too much about this celebrity today, but yeah, this viewer reached out on one of my videos requesting this celebrity, and I actually misread the name and I thought it was actually John Locke, the old, I don't know, from another century. I don't remember actually what John Locke, that person, actually did from another century, but yeah, I misread the name and I thought, okay, I'm not sure I really want to do a reading on that person. But yeah, this viewer then reached out to me again on Instagram because I just posted in my YouTube post that my Instagram is up and running, and this viewer reached out to me on there and asked me again to please do this reading. So guys, yes, please just pester me with your requests if I don't if I don't get it done. I need your encouragement. Please pester me. As you can tell, I have a different background today, and I'm not sure if the video quality is really 100% so good because I'm not in natural light today. It's actually like the middle of the night, and I'm just have a light on, and I came to another house, and I've got a different setup here, and I'm kind of in my my witch house, my cottage, and I dried last year. There was some wild Mary J growing in the forest nearby, and I dried it last year. It makes a kind of nice herbal tea, and I've got some dried tomato and just other kind of stuff that I did last year. But yeah, welcome to my witch house, my cottage house. So yeah, anyway, if you are new to the channel here, I just want to welcome you, say thanks for tuning in. My name is Allie. I'm a tarot reader, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I'm an astrologer, and I work with the cards here on YouTube because I find it it's really fun. I love interacting with all of you, and such a great way to, you know, spread positivity in the world, I feel, and light, positivity, and also truth in a way. So yeah, today's actor, his name is Joe Locke, and we are going to be looking at various things for him. So this is a past, present, future reading. If you are new to the channel, I will describe how I do the past, present, future reading. So we take the first line will be his past, the second line will be his present, and the third line will be looking into his future as well. Before I do all of that, I like to look in Uncovering Past Lives Oracle, which I feel is kind of interesting because, you know, people who become quite famous, they are not so ordinary actually. They have accumulated, you can say like credits from past lives to get them to that state of being in this life where they can become quite famous, you know, for whatever reason, whether they're born into a rich and famous family or whatever, or, you know, I've had even readings come up on here where it's like, I feel that certain celebrities or whoever were even in higher planetary realms and stuff coming to this realm, etc. But anyway, yeah, Joe Locke, young guy, has actual Scorpio rising sign, which I really see if you just look at his face. When I tune into him, I really feel, you know, ascendant in astrology is the placement which pretty much gives you your physical appearance, and when you look at him, you feel like, whoa, he's like, his look is very much like a Scorpio, you know. He has this kind of dark eyes, dark hair, and he has this eyebrows and this this just kind of look about him. Yeah, but in his other two signs, in his sun sign and in his moon sign, now I might be getting them mixed up, but I think his sun sign is Virgo and his moon sign is Libra, but they might be switched. So if you're a fan of his, you know, comment in the comment section telling me that I'm terribly wrong. But yeah, difficult for me to memorize everything. But this channel is not necessarily an astrology channel, although I do work with the cards and there is a lot of astrology that comes up. So yeah, we are asking now about the past life of Joe Locke here. And asking, okay, who was he in his past life, or what are some significant past life things that we need to know about him that have led him to this place? Oh, it's interesting. It's really interesting, you know? We know that he comes from a small, island, you know, he's Manx, which I didn't really know too much about the Manx people before actually, you know, looking him up a little bit, but yeah, it's quite interesting, you know, to be from that small kind of ethnic group of people who, I mean, look to me to be, you know, one of the, you know, British basically, you know, but Manx are their really like own people. But, you know, he came out as gay, I suppose, when he was 12, right? And he then deleted the Instagram post because he felt like he wasn't ready to tell the world, you know, beyond his family. So, and then he came out to the world again at 15. So, he is a courageous person, I would say, very courageous. Especially, he comes from that small culture, you know, that small, tight knit. I can imagine what it is like growing up on the Isle of Man. It's like a tight knit culture where being bullied, it really can be a thing. But when we're looking at past life, we're looking at the life before this. So, you know, it could be a thing like in a past life, the tables are turned. That in the past life, he was the bully. And in this present life, you know, it's possible that he could have actually been bullied for who he was, you know, being in his small town, you know, the mentality of people is often not so accepting in certain areas of the world, you know, if you are from a small town. So it's interesting. It's kind of like you have to be in that. You have to be in that situation to really understand it. Isn't that interesting? Location Island. Location Island. And young male energy. Okay, it's interesting. So I feel that energy like, okay, he had to go through coming into this lifetime in the, you know, place that he is or a place that he was born in. And you understand what I mean, right? You understand what I'm getting at. He had to experience some things for himself, some things that maybe he challenged others for in his past life. He had to experience those things himself, which often happens, you know, the tables can be turned. If you're really attached to something, it said, if you're really attached to something, no matter whether you are positively or negatively attached to it, if you're very much attached to it, then at the time of your departure from this world, if you're thinking about that, you will go to that place. Or if you have had a great attachment in your life, in your next life, it's like there will be some like atonement for that. You have to deal with that thing in your next life. So anyway, let's see what comes up for Joe Locke in his past. So he's so young now. He's like born in 2003. Like, wow, he's 9 years younger than me. So he must be, I don't know, 20, I suppose, right? Around 20 years old. Quite young, quite a young guy. So anyway, what comes up in his past? I did read a little bit about him on Wikipedia, but there's not much really out there about him. So what do we need to know about Joe Locke coming up in the cards today? Inner power. Oh, yes, definitely, definitely. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. Yes. I did read on his even wiki page that there were some things that he really stood up for, petitions that he signed with fellow classmates, or helping the situation of the LGBT on the Isle of Man. He has been a, you know, supporter of certain causes and things that he believes in, which is very much in line with the Libra and Virgo energy in his chart, you know. So with the Lion there, it says that inner power, that inner courage. Lion is also Leo energy, you know, so it's like Leo is actually kind of that famous energy that brings fame to a person. It can, you know, Leos, they kind of like to be the center of attention. Now, I haven't checked his whole chart. I don't even know if that's available out there, but I definitely feel like people who have star power, they definitely have a bit of Leo in them. So what do we need to know about the past of Joe Locke? Interesting. Number 8, ooh, Scorpio coming up, and also Capricorn energy. So hot air balloon, balance, uplifting, freedom, going with the flow, rise above, don't resist, new perspective, untouchable, defying gravity, conscious flow, ascension, view, elevate, feeling good. Okay, so I actually get the feeling in the message from this card about his family coming up. Like, I feel his family when he was young being very, very supportive of him. And, you know, if I would say that if someone has, I mean, for him to also come out to his family at 12 years old, I mean, that's quite bold, you know, for a 12-year-old. So there definitely had to have been some trust there for his family members, you know, to feel some confidence at 12 years old. So I feel this energy coming up from this card about his family. I get these messages right now that his family was quite supportive of all his creative pursuits, endeavors. And I feel like just real like cheerleader energy, especially from, well, from all his family, I feel. Especially I get this energy of a mother. Like his mother could have really supported him. And you see here with these things, balance, uplifting, freedom, going with the flow, rise above, don't resist, new perspective, untouchable, defying gravity, continuous flow, ascension, view, elevate, feeling good. Yeah, like I feel like he had people around him even in his home town, or in his home state, you can say, or, you know, on that island, that really liked him, you know, really thought like, wow, he has a good character, you know, he really believes in certain things, he believes in certain causes, he this is a person who deserves to be in the spotlight, and that's why I feel he's made it so far at such a young age, because of people from a young age believing in him. And yeah, with the Capricorn energy coming up there, it is that energy of like being able to make money or a career with something. And with the 8 there, you know, you see that Scorpio energy coming up, but it's also the energy of transformation and secrets. It can be as well. Yeah, well, with the secret, you know, if I mean, he had that secret about his sexuality for, you know, whenever he realized it, you know, until when he admitted, you know, came out about it. So yeah, definitely that energy coming up there. So let's see what comes up in the tarot. I like to use this tarot deck for young male celebrities. I get that good energy from this deck. So what comes up for Joe Locke in the tarot today? What do we need to know about him? King of Wands. Yes, he's a person who likes to take action. Stands up for himself. That's the word I'm getting. Knight of Pentacles. Yes. Okay, so we're looking at the past. What do we need to know about the past of Joe Locke? Coming up here. Temperance in reverse. Interesting. 4 of Wands. 2 more. The Sun in reverse. 1 more. Death card. Okay. Interesting. So what I feel is coming up here in the cards is, so we see the King of Wands. I already mentioned, like, he's a person who wants to take action. I feel him like throughout his whole life. Okay, we're not looking at future right now. Okay, let's just talk about past. So when he was younger, with the King of Wands, I feel like he was a person when even as a child, who was always like, I want this, I know exactly what I want, I have a vision. I feel him actually being a person who could be good in organizing things, whether it's creative projects, whether it's more practical projects. It is that Libra and Virgo energy, really. Like, I feel he's a person who's good at organizing things. He's good at like putting his ducks in a row and putting things in order, and you know, making things happen, basically, with the Knight of Pentacles as well. We see that he's got this career, you know, being in Disney Plus series and other kind of stuff. Like, that's a big thing, you know, especially if you're coming from a small town like that. It's a big thing to rise to that, you know, elevation of standard. With the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like in his past, I get this energy around managers. I'm getting this message right now about manager is what I'm hearing. And also about mother, something about mother being involved, and parents being involved with his managing what he did, you know, or how he came to fame. I know that he is also on West End, like stage acting. So I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles, I get this energy of, you know, this is someone who's managing him here, and this is him, you know, really like, okay, this is a golden person we have, you know, we have to promote him. I feel that energy coming up from this. And with the Temperance card here in reverse, okay, let's see what's this all about. It says 10, you know, 14, I suppose. So that's actually number 5. So with Temperance card, it's like, I feel this energy of some kind of impatience in reverse coming up here. You know, Temperance is all about patience, but with number 5 and with Temperance in reverse, it's like, I feel some kind of impatience. Like, he really, really wanted the things that he like wanted, you know, like I feel like he I don't want to say he's a person who may make like a scene, you know, or may make a drama, or may be like, you know, outwardly quite upset about things that are not happening for him. I again get that energy of mother, like he may have needed some comforting about certain situations. Like, I feel someone around him when he was younger telling him, you know, Joe, be strong, you know, believe in yourself, be strong. I feel that. It could have been mother. I get a strong energy of like strong mother coming up here from him, like for him in the cards here. So with 4 of Wands as well. Oh, you see it's like an island. You see it's like a water, and then it's like an island, and there are these ribbons here. From this 4 of Wands, I get this energy of like, we know that he did come from, you know, that island. And Wands is all about taking action. So I feel that energy, and we know it to be true. It's like documented, I believe, that he has done a few different kind of activist things for his home island, to just kind of human rights kind of stuff. So I do get that energy with this, with the pink ribbons. It's like this energy of kind of like wanting freedom, or wanting liberty, or wanting something bigger and better for this place he comes from, I feel. And I actually get the message about him potentially doing more for his Isle of Man in the future, or for the Manx people in general in the future. With the Sun card in reverse here, it's interesting. We have the Sun in reverse here, and then we have the Death card here, which this Death card always kind of reminds me of like the Moon for some reason. Although, you know, it is different, of course. It is quite a different energy, but you see one is like day and one is night. You see this Moon card is kind of like, there are stars all kind of enclosed in this serpent energy. It's quite interesting. With the Sun card in reverse here, and with the Death card coming up, it's kind of like that energy of like, I have to move on, you know? I feel him like he was pretty much sad to leave his island in a way, because I feel like he loves it there, and it's really like his people there. But I get this energy from the Sun card in reverse. It's like, my time in the sun was done. there for whatever reason. And then with the death card, you know, it's all about renewal. And with this death card, this death card in this deck is very particular in that it's much different from any other death card I've seen, with this whole snake eating its own tail, and the stars inside. With the death card, I get this really like reaching for the stars, you know, like wishful thinking. And with the snake being present there, I get that energy of really like harnessing one's own inner power, you know, with the whole Kundalini energy. If you know about Kundalini, it is like it's essentially the energy points in your spine, but it's also said to be kind of like a snake. So it's that energy, like harnessing one's own energy. With the death card here, it's like, I'm going to harness my own energy, keep the darkness out, you know, I don't need to listen to any naysayers, is what I'm getting from this, and just reach for the stars. Don't listen to anybody who tries to tear me down or take me away from my goals, you know, from what I'm doing, from what I really need to achieve. I feel him like he really wants and needs to achieve some big things in his life. And I'm getting the message right now that he will achieve some really big things in his life. Yeah, so let's look at now present line. What comes up for his present situation? So this is a card, allowing. It says, radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. So I feel him in his more present life being someone who is kind of like saying yes to important opportunities that he's getting, you know. It's like, I get the energy of like, yes, man. And I know that I believe he is currently working in a production for the West End of London, I believe. You know, it's that kind of similar to Broadway energy, you know, musical theater and all that. So you see the dancing here. There is a lot of that energy coming up. Dancing, allowing situations to happen. I feel him being actually quite a cooperative actor to work with, whether on stage or whether in film, on camera. I feel him being someone who like wants to learn, you know. I get that energy from him, like he knows he's young and he knows he wants to learn. He knows he wants to be great and like very much on top of things. I feel like he is not actually quite sure at the moment what would be better for him, because I feel like he really loves stage acting. If we compare between stage acting and film acting, I feel him like he really loves acting on stage, and I feel like he really loves the community somehow of stage acting, stage plays and all that. And I feel like, though, he knows that the money is really in film, and I get the message about Disney, like he worked on some Disney series, and I feel like it was like an eye-opening experience for him, is what I'm hearing. I feel like he knows that he will be working more in Hollywood in the future. I get this message right now. I get a message about Hollywood. And I feel him like that's quite daunting for him, like to leave the United Kingdom and move over to the US or whatever, you know. I feel like that's quite daunting for him. Like I feel like part of him thinks, I'm so young, and do I really want to leave this place, you know? And about cultural shock and cultural differences, etc. Like I feel him like actually around Americans, that he doesn't necessarily feel very much understood, actually. Like he feels a cultural gap around Americans, is what I'm hearing. But let's see what else comes up in his present life. Oh, broken heart. Now, it's interesting. Now, somebody asked me about the person who requested this video asked me about a relationship with a certain co-star of a certain series, whose name is Dylan, who is a like trans individual. And I want to say that for Joe, I don't get the feeling that he is actually dating or seeing anyone really steadily at the moment. I don't get that. Now, I will say for time frame, it is July, middle of July 2025 right now, if you're watching this in the future. Yeah, but basically, I get this feeling like, I feel like he does have an ex, and that ex did very much affect him. As for this Dylan co-star, I don't feel that they are in a relationship or that they've ever been in a relationship. But I feel the two of them being good friends and very supportive of each other, and also just like talking about certain things in their life. And the topic of interest can also be about past heartbreaks, you know, and past things that have hurt them. So I feel like he's a person who he likes to support people who have been through similar situations that he has also been with. I mean, who most people are usually like that, but I feel like, you know, he did have I feel this energy like he did have a hurtful ex, but I don't feel like he's dating anyone at the moment. So what comes up now in the tarot for Joe Locke? I can ask specifically about his career, about relationships as well. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Page of Cups. Now, with the Page of Cups coming up here, I'm not sure, maybe you, whoever is a fan knows better than me, but if he has a sister, I'm not sure if he has a sister or anybody like that, but I feel a strong emotional support from a young female like friend or sister kind of energy coming up here. Or it could just be a friend, I don't know. But oh well, actually we do know about this Dylan, you know, who, you know, is a friend of his. And yeah, so Page of Cups, I do get that energy of a very supportive like female character or person in his life. So what else comes up? Oh, the Chariot, okay. Okay, let's see. 2 of Swords. 6 of Wands. And we have 2 of Cups. Interesting. So I want to say that if we talk about relationships, I feel strongly that this is not a time in his life right now where he is thinking so much about being in a like romantic relationship is the energy I'm getting, especially from the 2 of Swords here and the 2 of Cups coming up together. Also, I want to say with the Chariot card here, I get this vision, actually. I'm being given this vision of the original Rider-Waite tarot with the Chariot, which has that kind of black and white, those 2 black and white figures on it. And so I feel that energy of him like really looking at his career more than anything right now with the whole black and white. And I feel that energy of like, it's either this thing or that thing. It's either relationships or like furthering my career. And I feel like it's possible that his coaches or his mentors or his agents or whoever have told him that as well. Like, you're so young, just focus on the career aspect right now. And I feel him like he's actually quite career oriented in himself, actually. Though he is so young, I feel like he is really, really serious about his future. with the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse. You see that on this Eight of Pentacles, you have a person here who's like a weaver, weaving these, I don't know what you can call them, like mandalas, weaving these kind of mandala basket wreath type things. And for me, it really reminds me of Wheel of Fortune card, but with it coming up in reverse, that Eight of Pentacles, you know, Pentacles is all about the material advancement aspect, and number 8 is again that Scorpio energy. And since he is a Scorpio, what is it? Scorpio rising sign. Yeah, Scorpio rising sign. Scorpio ascendant. It is like his physical body. I get that energy of, you know, his physical body is, as I mentioned in the beginning of the reading, is like Scorpio. So with that Scorpio energy coming up in reverse, it's kind of like I get that energy of him like caring about his image and potentially about his body. Like he may be investing, you know, into his actual like physical being, like, you know, with cosmetic stuff or with working out or with whatever. I feel like, you know, he's concerned about his face, you know, his face as an actor. It's very important. I feel him also working on his art, working on his acting techniques, you know, working on becoming a better actor. And I feel him saying to himself, like, I know I'm an actor. I'm an actor, and that's who I am, and that's my career, that's my life, and that's what I have to do with my life, you know. But with it in reverse here, I feel like that can be quite heavy on him at times. Like, he pushes himself. I feel like he's someone who really pushes himself and wants to be the best, absolute best actor that he can be, whether on stage or whether on film. But with Two of Swords here, again, I feel that energy of like, you know, I'm not sure where I want to be as an actor, and I'm not sure exactly what I want to do also as an actor, but let me just roll with it is kind of the energy that I'm getting. It's also coming up here with the Chariot, that kind of energy, like, let me just carry on and kind of go with the flow, you know, fly over it and try to just be the best that I can be and do the best that I can do. And with Six of Wands here, Six energy is that Virgo energy again, about being detailed and capability, and he has that Virgo in his chart. So it's like with the Wands, it's also about taking action. So yeah, there is a lot of him, I feel like wanting to take the proper actions to get new roles. I feel like he actually already has new roles in different actually film productions coming up quite soon. I feel like potentially he could be flying to the US sometime in the next, like I'm hearing 2026, and he could be working on a new production or something in the US in 2026, something on film, some kind of series. I'm seeing like digital series is what I'm hearing. It could be Netflix, it could be like Disney Plus again or something. I don't know. You guys are the fans. You know better than me what he's gonna you probably know better than me what he's already gonna engage in coming up soon. But yeah, I would say that I also see with the Six of Wands here, you see this like figure, she's kind of going somewhere toward this person who's holding a bouquet of flowers. I feel like he is going after higher paying roles and trying to get there more and more. And with the Two of Cups here, I feel this Two of Cups is not only about missing out on like human relationships, I mean like romance. I feel like he's kind of missing out on that, kind of putting that on the back burner, but also I get that feeling like he like he is actually missing his home in a way, missing his hometown. It could be missing his people, his peeps, you know, back home or whatever. I feel like he kind of misses where he's from in a way. Like it's a unique culture in a way, I feel. Yeah. I feel like he reminisces quite a lot actually on his hometown, and I feel like he may actually keep in touch with old friends of his back there. So let's see what comes up for his future. Thank you. What do we need to know about Joe Locke's future? Oh, that's interesting. Surrender. So it says, sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. Yes. I feel this energy from him, like he may be pushing himself so hard to the point of like exhaustion. At the point of exhaustion and feeling really like burnt out with his career. And I feel like he's really trying hard because, you know, he's so young, and I feel like he needs to have that balance. We see that with that Temperance card here as well in reverse. I feel like he's someone who really wants to push himself forward all the time, like perfectionist kind of energy. And we saw it in the past, that Temperance in reverse, in his past line. Like, I feel like it carries on into his present and future life a little bit. And it's a lesson that he has to learn to, like, you know, take it easy, Joe. I feel like his guides are telling him this. Don't push yourself to the point of like breaking, you know, breaking point. I feel like he needs more time with friends. And I feel like he can be a person who is actually quite serious in himself. Like, he takes himself quite seriously, I feel. And I get these words coming, lighten up, you know. So with the surrender card, it's like, learn to just trust that you're good enough. Keep working on it, but don't kill yourself to get to that result. You know, you don't have to. So what else do we need to know about Joe Locke's future? Coin toss. Interesting. It's number 2. It's actually a euro here. It's interesting. That stands out to me for whatever reason. He may be doing something in Europe. I'm hearing Italy, actually. And then we have the Virgo coming up. Okay, so that's number 6, 6th house. So coin toss, choices, either or, be fair, considering pros and cons. Yeah, he's so young and he has so much ahead of him, is what I'm saying already, you know, like he has to, I feel like he's going to continue considering what he wants to do and who he wants to be in his career coming up. So Europe is something into it. I'm hearing actually Cannes Festival. He may be in the future in a film which premieres at Cannes or something, or in some film. I'm hearing Italy again, and for whatever reason, like he could be filming some kind of film in Italy. I'm hearing south of Italy. It's maybe significant for him in the future. Could also actually be a partnership with someone who is European. I'm talking about romantic partnership with a European gentleman. Okay, so what do we need to know in the tarot about Joe Locke's future? Knight of Cups. That's interesting. Doesn't that kind of remind you of him? This card with the curly hair. That's why I like this deck for young guys. 5 of Swords. Yeah, that's good for him, I feel, and I'm going to explain about that in a second. Interesting. 10 of Cups really jumped out there. Oh, he's getting love, guys. He's getting love. 10 of Cups is really good. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, and Page of Wands. Interesting. We had that page come up earlier. That Page of Cups there come up earlier. So what is that? Okay. The Star. Oh, that's good. You know, that's very like metaphorical in a way. The Star card coming up like that. So interesting. I just want to shift over a little bit because I feel like some things are a little bit out of frame. So what's coming up here is, wow, he's going to have some big transformations coming up in the future. With Knight of Cups. And 10 of Cups also. It's like, I see him growing up. You know, he's so young now. He's really going to grow up. And with 5 of Swords, 5 is always about stopping something. in the tarot. It's like that midpoint of which, like, you can't move up, you can't move down. It's like a halt, kind of. So with the swords energy, it is that energy of the mind. The swords are your thoughts, your mind. And it's like, with the 5, it's like, I feel like his mind is finally going to stop worrying. Especially, we see it surrounded by the Knight of Cups, the 10 of Cups. And it's quite interesting that in this line here, we see relationships with different people. In the first line, we see this relationship of him in his career sphere with agents and other people who promote him. In the second line, we see the sphere of friendship with the Page of Cups coming up here. And I did get that energy of that friend who, he's quite public with Dylan, I forget the surname, Maloney, maybe? Dylan Maloney, something like that. Yeah, I feel like we have those two, and then we have this here. It's like, I'm not worried about anything anymore, and it's because of those strong relationships and those good friendships and colleague relationships that I've had. With Knight of Cups here, we see this energy of King of Wands here coming up, where it's like he was always very pragmatic about making things happen for himself. And then 8 of Pentacles here is again that energy of making something happen for yourself. With Knight of Cups here, it's kind of like him looking back, I feel, on the things that he's done and achieved and the things that he has strived toward. How do you say it in the past? Stroven toward? That he strove toward. And looking back and saying, you know, I'm happy with the state I'm in now. So I feel like his hard work is going to pay off very much. With the 10 of Cups coming up here, it is that energy I feel of like finding actually self-love is what I'm seeing, especially if we look at the line above with the Temperance in reverse with the Chariot. Less running around if we compare with the Chariot, you know, that movement and everything. He's going to find stillness within himself. Love, you know, you see this 10 of Cups, the big heart there. Finding self-love is what I'm actually feeling very strongly from this card. With 4 of Pentacles here, that's interesting. We had 4 of Wands come up here, and I got that energy of his hometown there. And with 4 of Pentacles here, you see all of these plants have these roots going down. And I feel like, actually, with 4 of Pentacles, he could be donating some money back to his hometown, back to some charities or projects in his hometown, promoting, you know, whatever it may be, things that he cares about. But yeah, I feel like that's definitely a thing, going back to your roots, you know. With Page of Wands here, it's interesting. Everything has come up in reverse in this line. It's which line? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the 7th line. So yeah, with the Page of Wands, since number 7 is about the relationship sphere, it's about Libra, relationships, balance. With Page of Wands, I feel like he is potentially going to be single for a while, and happily single. I feel him like he likes, I feel like he likes partnerships, like he likes to be around people, he likes friends, he likes meeting new people. But I feel him like he's also so young, like I feel like he's not going to be in a steady relationship anytime in the very, very near quick future, if we're talking about it. But I feel like he's open to it, but I feel like he's a person he really want to be with, someone who he feels truly, truly like destined, connected, like soul connection with that person. I feel like he really wants like a deep, deep connection, and he's not going to take anything less than that. With the Star card coming up here, I feel him like he has a lot of hope for his future. But why is it in reverse? Let's see, we have number 10, 15, 16, 17. So number 17, that is number 8 again. So it's interesting. Scorpio energy coming is in the Star card very much. So with that, it's like a transformation. But since he already is famous. I feel like that is the message we're getting with the reverse here. He's already in the public eye, and I feel like the star card is just telling us his stardom is going to continue. It's going to continue to grow. I wouldn't say it's so slowly, but it is going to continue to advance, is what I would say. So I want to ask the cards, is there anything else significant that we need to know about this Joe Locke? What do the viewers need to know? Is there anything else significant that we need to know? Yes. I like this one. Still. Ooh. Refinement, taste, culture, style, fine-tune, concentrate, develops over time, purify, filter, draw out, infusion. So with number 9 and Taurus coming up here, it is that energy of like influential male. Like I feel like this card is telling us over time in the future, we're going to see, I'm getting the number actually 5 years, 5 to 10 years I'm seeing. In the next 5 to 10 years, I feel we're going to see him becoming a really, really big superstar, actually. On the level of, gosh, why do I see Pierce Brosnan? You know, Pierce Brosnan, he played James Bond. I actually feel like, wow, maybe he could be actually James Bond in the future. Who knows? But that long time down in the future. But I definitely feel like he is going to come to a point of very, very like superstardom. Especially with number 9 energy here in Taurus all together is like, number 9 is that Jupiter energy of an influential person, especially influential male. And then Taurus is that energy of luxury and Venus actually, and really achieving bigger things, you know, having luxury things and being quite successful, you know, successful, that's what it is, material success. So yeah, I feel like he is going to continue very much in his career as a actor, specifically as an actor. And I feel like he is actually at the moment torn kind of between stage acting and film acting, but I feel like he's going to go more for film acting coming up in the future. Like he has a lot of potential, and I feel like he's already being noticed very much by various directors and media companies, etc. So I feel I'm hearing right now, like, we want you, we want you, we want you. Like I'm hearing people just wanting to like pick him out and say, you know, we want you for this role, this character, this production. And yeah. So guys, if you're a fan of Joe Locke, congratulations. Thank you for watching the reading. Yeah, so I want to invite you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, check out my Instagram, follow on Instagram as well. Mostly posting zodiac things on there at the moment, like monthly readings type of stuff, little reels, that type of thing. So yeah, guys, if you like this reading today, please comment down below and give me your suggestions as well for any further readings. And thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay in the light, guys, and greatest love to you, and energetic hugs. Bye.